Hi Scorpio, the Awakened Dreamer here to give you a tarot reading for your next 48 hours. Thank you so much for joining me. Do keep in mind this is general, so just take what resonates, but as well, thank you in advance for your likes, comments, and subscriptions to the channel if you haven't done so already. Join this fabulous Scorpion tribe. And as well, to book a personal reading with myself, just reach out via email. Everything you need lies down below in the description box. I'll definitely get that started for you. Now, what else was I going to say? Keep in mind as we proceed with the reading, this is meant to pertain to the following 48-hour period for you, starting around when you are guided to this reading, not just following when I post it, just somewhat timeless in that sense, okay? But we're going to begin by pulling an overall focus or two, whatever we get from the Spellcasting Oracle deck, and then we'll pull from the Mystic Mondays Tarot for further clarification or further speaking upon your next 48 hours. Love. Okay. Interesting way of saying it. An underlining focus on desiring a level of empowerment or being pushed in certain ways by the universe to empower oneself, to keep things confident, right? To recognize where your power lies within a situation. They're showing me somebody looking within. I couldn't even begin to describe that imagery to you. But looking within to recognize how to empower oneself, and trying a reminder not to control or try to control other factors around you per se. To an extent, I mean, obviously not people, but it just feels like you are reminded that the power lies within you. That was a lot for that card. But the love card coming out, a focus on your dreams. I feel like your dreams as far as what you want to accomplish, where you want to travel, experience in this lifetime you've been given along your path, but also your nighttime dreams and where you drift to during the day. Keep that in mind. Just pay attention to them, but don't overthink them. Okay, I think some of you will end up searching online certain dream meanings, right? Or certain parts of your dream, the meanings. Anyways, there's something to learn. They're saying Spirit's communicating with you. You might find that there's certain overwhelming energies around you, whether they're spiritual and they're saying waking life, reality, you name it. But love being the overall focus. I'm not going to further speak upon that just yet, but I do feel like you are desiring love, more so in a connection or just in general. I feel like people are very love focused in your life for whatever reason, or just feeling as if there's somewhat of a love vibe in the air due to a change, a development, something that's happening within your family, a group of friends. It could just be your life in general. It could be stemming from you depending on your situation. So apparently we were speaking upon it for Scorpio. Interesting to get the love card, but then we have the Ace of Pentacles at the center of your reading. It feels like a lot of love in the air with your people, potentially even picking up on that vibe with others you cross paths with that you don't connect with per se, but now saying cleanse your energy. But I do feel like there's a focus on a new investment financially, and or a new job. Okay, potentially just one or the other. I feel like that didn't make full sense. I just feel like you are trying to empower oneself within an existing job or an existing living situation, recognizing that it is a 48-hour period, where you're meant to recognize what's right for you. Okay, recognize that your path is being illuminated moving forward. It's becoming more clear as you are picking up levels of abundance left and right along the way. At the very least, needing to view it that way. Okay, wanting to give birth to something new. All right, whether that's okay, they're saying it's work. It's work. And I feel as if you're pushed to recognize that you're meant to be reaching for your independence. You could feel as if there's an entrepreneur vibe about you that's surfacing or wants to come out, right? Be put to use. Or you just are reminded why you are an entrepreneur, right? Or want to work for a company that allows you to have that independence about how you get done what you need to. But I just feel as if you have to have patience in the midst of trying to balance things out, reach for your independence, acquire that new job, or a living situation, something of the sort. But it feels like for the majority of you, it is in regards to work, okay? Making money isn't everything is what I'm hearing. feel like potentially needing to reassess your view on things, as I do see you being burnt out with this Nine of Wands, the Wounded Warrior card. I just feel like some people, situations, could be one situation is just quite frustrating. It just got bright in here, okay? The sun is coming out for you, Scorpio, but you need to recognize that. You need to realize it. You need to embrace the fact that you desire alone time when you're most burnt out, period. It could just be that you love your alone time and have become accustomed to it over time due to anxiety or just fears or just wanting to replenish oneself. But I feel like they're very connected, right? You feeling guarded, a little bit defensive, wounded from all you've been putting forth energy-wise, resources-wise for work and trying to help people and empower oneself all the meanwhile. It just feels draining, right? So you desire to box oneself up in a level of comfort, a sanctuary, and just be, okay? And there's nothing wrong with that. I just feel as if you... it may seem a bit concerning to those on the outside, okay? Those looking in on your situation. Underneath it all, you're more emotional than you want to admit, okay? It's totally okay. I just feel as if you will be reminded you have loved ones to lean on as long as you feel there'll be a healthy influence or assisting in one way, shape, or form. As long as you actually truly intuitively feel they'll help, their shoulders to cry on or just helping hands, right? Someone to be an open ear to listen, okay? I'm getting a mother figure being quite relevant for you. They're saying even if they passed away. Page of Swords and the Three of Wands, as well as the King of Pentacles. Thinking about the finer lifestyle, okay? You could have certain annoyances, disruptions, noises. If you just heard that, I'm sure you did. They're saying now throwing away what doesn't work for you, because that was, I believe, recycling. We're not recycling, we're throwing away, tossing it into the trash, right? Habit-wise, thought-wise, situations, you name it, right? Even if it takes a little bit longer than you would like or spirit feels it should. Learning more about what you desire, okay, as far as the perfect lifestyle for oneself. Ooh, that did affect me energy-wise, and I think you're going to be pushed to focus on how energy is affecting you, and for some of you, why that's part of why you expect the worst at times, feeling as if you can't help but see the negatives in a situation, even if there are more positives, okay? Needing to be completely honest with oneself as to why you lack patience to a certain extent, all right? That was the weirdest way of saying that. But needing to keep the motivation alive, knowing your ships are coming in with this Three of Wands, the sun is coming out once again, learning more about how to be your most confident self, the most confident version of Scorpio. What makes you feel alive, confident, wanting to strut down the street, owning your stuff, and what strips away all of which, okay? You may just feel as if certain changes need to take place moving forward, or you just need to cut out more time for self-care, working out, the skincare routines, right? Utilizing that alone time, that hermit mode to, of course, rest. And there is a beauty in doing absolutely nothing, right? To rest and recover. But can you be utilizing it to take care of your body, your heart, your soul more so, okay? They're saying enhancing or bringing back that glow. You owe it to oneself. I'm going to keep these here like this. Things might feel as if they're somewhat falling into place, but then at the same time, in other ways, they're not. When things don't feel even. I don't know why I feel the need to say that. Bear with me. Just listening to the guidance of spirit. Even moments like that are purposeful, message-wise, for a reading, okay? Trust in that fact that everything, you may be reminded that everything does happen for a reason, every little thing, okay? 909, look up the angel number meaning. There's a message for you. 909. 10 of Cups. And I really feel as if you're pushed to recognize that you deserve the fulfillment that you desire in love and a connection, okay? When it comes to people outside of a romantic or love-based connection, right? Friends, family, you name it. You deserve the fulfillment that you so see for oneself in the future, or trying to manifest within a living situation, within your job. It just feels like you're thinking about several areas of your life and desiring more, okay? I'm mentioning something about a disco that may be of relevance to you, but I do feel like you're connecting the pieces if you look at these lines, thinking about things very analytically in a very over serious kind of way at times, and it may not be the most effective route, as I do feel like you could be overcomplicating to an extent. It's not rocket science is what they're saying. Don't make it out to be. Overthinking, okay? Feeling overworked, right? But abundance coming in to help you feel more peaceful. If you look at that imagery, you could feel that you're thinking about how someone else's spiritual connection seems a bit stressful, okay? Being noticed, put on stage in certain ways, and I don't feel like you want that attention in the next 48 hours, or at least for the majority of when you are pushed to show off a bit, or just to do a little bit of public speaking, okay? Explaining is what I'm hearing. It might make you a little bit nervous, all right? Yeah, it just feels a little bit all over the place as you're pushed to recognize that things are falling into place. And again, your path, I feel like, is feeling a bit up and down, like a bit of a roller coaster, right? They're showing somebody riding a little race car on a bumpy road. It'll smooth out as you move forward. It just, there's a lot to learn from the ups and downs, okay? But something you're not willing to change, interesting. You can't expect improvements in that area unless you improve oneself, the situation to a certain extent, or you decide to move to a new situation altogether. That was very confusing, but I feel as if things are moving quite quickly. At the very least, when it comes to a transition you need, desire, and are destined to make, communication in a lot of ways. I feel like all that's transitioning, transpiring in your life could be a bit overwhelming, okay? Ending taking a place, a lack of empowerment being put to rest, period, okay? So expect the next 48 hours to be an empowering time for you as you're pushed to recognize there's so much love in your situation, in the areas of your life, as change is a must, right? And a need to adapt and move forward with the utmost confidence and take care of oneself all the meanwhile, okay? So I hope this was truly helpful. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Go have yourself an amazing next 48 hours, and I'll see you next time. Bye, Scorpio.